Hey. All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bridget, Albert Green. Hey, this is Friday. You're hanging out with your boy, Uncle Herman, coming to you live on YouTube, streaming live on YouTube and, of course, Facebook. This show is about to begin. We're putting it down on a Friday night, shutting Jacksonville down. Duval, are you with me? It is. Ooh, here we go. It is 7 o'clock at the top of the hour. 7 o'clock at the top of the hour. You're hanging out with your boy Uncle Herman. Good evening, everyone. And once again, I'd like to take an opportunity to thank you for spending part of your Friday with me. My boy JB will be here pretty soon as we get this show started. Old school all the time. I love it. Giving props out to Hollis, Queens, Freeport, Long Island, South Ozone Park, Queens. Hanging out with my niece out there in Hawaii. My sisters, all my people out there. Cynthia, I see you, baby. Love you too. My sister Cynthia Day out there representing Buffalo, Buffalo, New York. All right, people, thank you very much. Old school all the time. You know how I do it here on Friday night. And if you're not doing anything like me, I'd like to once again thank you for taking the opportunity to be with me. You could be doing a lot of things on a Friday night at 7 o'clock, but hey, I appreciate it. We got here streaming live with me on YouTube, Joyce Johnson, Bridget, and Mercedes. Hi, Mercedes. Hey, my friend. You're still much loved here. You're still much loved here and well missed. Well, we're gonna get right into the show while I wait for JB to get here. Want to about first a little tragedy that happened about a week ago. In case you guys didn't hear, two firefighters went out at sea and uh, apparently got lost at sea and has been lost for about a week. Coast Guard's been out there. Tons of volunteers. At one point, they even said they have to search about 100 square miles from where they last suspected the two guys to be. 100 square miles. Can you even imagine how much area that is to cover 100 square miles? In fact, the search even took them into looks like up into North Carolina also. Um, Now, me personally, I wish the best. I don't wish anything bad has happened to them. However, however, um, I'm a person suspicious anyway. And here's some of the things that kind of bothered me about it. When I first heard it a couple of days ago, stopped me in my tracks, and I was watching the news like a lot of other people, and something just didn't seem right. Now, I try to verse myself in a lot of different areas, so when I start to talk about something, I have at least a general idea of what I'm talking about. So, the first thing that came to mind is these are two firefighters who, in my opinion, should be in good shape and should know what they're doing, going out there on the water. Secondly, I saw they um, showed a boat that resembled the boat that they were on. And like I said, I don't know too much about boating, but I do know a little bit about something. So when I looked at that boat, when I looked at that boat, I thought to myself, this boat can handle 1 and 2 feet waves because they were looking at the weather report and said it started raining a lot down here in Florida. And 1 2 feet waves is really not very big for a boat that size. So I was suspicious right there. Next, they went off at Cape Canaveral, Florida, and everybody knows where that's at, a little further south than where I'm at. Now, as a boater, there's a few things that you do before you go out, and I know this, and from speaking to people who are boaters, the first thing you always do is you're going to check the weather. You're not going to go out there in on the sea and not know what the weather is. Pilots don't take off in a plane without knowing what the weather is. So why would you take off in a boat? And from some of the people that I spoke to, if you're gonna experience some type of bad weather, you usually don't go. At least a few people I spoke to, maybe 10 miles off the coast. Since if weather hits bad, you can still pretty much make it back to coast. I'm just going to tell you my personal belief. I do not think these guys perished at sea. They found a lot of debris, and just turns out, just before I came on the air, I looked up. Most of the debris that they found had absolutely nothing to do with that boat. Now, you would think if the boat went over, capsized, you would find something. You would life jackets. In fact, don't you carry life jackets on a boat? I would think so. Life jackets, nothing. If the boat sank. Now, most of these newer boats, they come with this like a GPS type thing where bings a beacon to go off, and you have a location of the boat. I'm not sure how old that boat was, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, right now, as it stands, two guys are missing out to sea. Nobody seems to know what happened to them. My personal opinion is I still think they're alive. Now, you got a lot of conspiracy theories going on out there. People are going to be saying a whole lot of things, which I've heard. And maybe I shouldn't even be repeating it. But, people say, oh, yeah, they took off to Cuba. Someone else was like, check the insurance. If they took out a hefty policy within the last year, once wifey collects, try to track her down. Yeah, things of that nature. I just don't see two people who should be experienced in being out there in the ocean with a boat that was pretty nice. Um, just don't check the weather report and go and get lost at sea like that. I just don't see it. Okay, that's just my personal opinion. Don't come down on me. Everybody's entitled to theirs. You're entitled to yours. I just don't think the guys are perished at sea. So, good luck to them. I hope they are well, and nothing bad's happened. Now on to the show. You know, some people watch the show, and later on, when things happen, they seem to call me like I'm some type of guru. But I appreciate it because the more you reach out to me, the more I learn also on how to handle situations. So a friend of mine called me, and she had a problem, and she wanted my opinion, and I told her I was going to speak about it on the air. And as I see, she is watching, so I want my people out there help me out or help her out. I'm not going to mention who she is, but we're going to give the scenario that she gave me and see what you guys think. So this is what she told me. This guy that she met They're getting along very well, but he doesn't want to commit because he just came out of a relationship. In fact, he just came out of like two, so he says, bad relationships. And right now, all he wants to do is be friends. Okay, friends with potential benefits, I gather by the way she was talking. So, make a long story short, she wound up getting her feelings a little bit too involved, just a little bit too involved to where she was actually having love for this guy. And he claims that he has love for her. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. But here's the problem. He only seems to want to be bothered with her when he wants to be bothered with her. Now, here's what she told me. Last week, twice a month, him and the boys get together and they go play cards, poker, spades, whatever. This particular night, the game ended early, around 9:15. And on his way home, he called her and she was like, well, why don't you swing through? It's just still relatively early. He's like, well, you got to be at work early and I got to be at work early. She says, wait a minute. I don't have to be at work till 7 o'clock and you don't have to be working till 10 o'clock. And he started giving her what I consider just some real lame behind excuses. So she was getting into it a little bit too much where I could hear she was getting a little bit emotionally choked up. So I had to stop her. And I said, look, I don't really like to say it like this, but I'm going to tell you the way it is because I'm a guy. And I've done these things. He don't want to be bothered with you. Period. He wants to be bothered with you when he wants to be bothered with you. Because he also made a comment. She said that, I don't want to get there and it leads to sex or anything like that. And she said that's not what she wants. She just wants somebody to come by, hang out, watch a little TV. Hey, fall asleep on the couch if you want to. It's just nice to have somebody there. And at that point, I can relate to her. Okay. I can really relate to her because sometimes you just want a presence there. It doesn't always have to lead to Peyton Place. We're going to make it into the bedroom or we're going to be hunching on the couch or anything like that. But I told her, you got your feelings too involved. And what you need to do is start backing away a little bit. Okay, easier said than done because now her feelings are involved. But I had to give it to her straight. And I said, I was going to talk to the people out here on the show. I said personally, he don't want to be bothered with her like that because this isn't the first excuse he made. This is actually, I think, the third, she said, when it comes time to spending time with her. But she said, he'll go to lunch, dinner, and occasional breakfast. But when it comes time to like maybe one-on-one activity, he doesn't want to be bothered, and that really bothers her. So I didn't want to be harsh about it. Yes, I'm a guy, and I told her pretty much the way a guy thinks. He wants to be bothered with you when he does. So don't feel bad about it, but you need to kind of push yourself back because in the long run, no one's going to get hurt but you. Pull your feelings back because if he's not giving you what you want or what you need or what you desire, and you see him in a different light than he sees you, this is not good for you. And in the long run, the bottom line is you need to think about yourself because you're the one that's going to have to look at yourself in the mirror. And why hurt over someone who really doesn't see you in the same light? She says, she said, I don't think you really understand me. I said, listen, I understand you better than you think. I stay in this apartment by myself. There were occasions that I may have had an interest, but it always winds up the same way. I may be interested in them one way, but they're not interested in me the same way. And I cut my losses before I get too wrapped up. Saber says hello. Hello, Saber. So it's difficult, I understand. Mercedes is saying on YouTube here, exactly. He wants sex. No, he wants just sex. No, what I think it is, Mercedes, the way she's putting it is not that he doesn't want the sex. He doesn't want her to want the sex because he doesn't want her getting entirely too wrapped up in him because he's not where she is. But She just wants a companion, a cuddle buddy, so to speak. Someone just to be there without always having to lead to clothes coming off. Miss Audrey, good evening. Um, but like I said, if her feelings are that deep involved, the best thing for her to do, and he's not feeling the same way, and he's not giving her what she wants and desires, is to slowly back away. It's not going to be easy. It never is when your heart is involved and your emotions are involved. Backing away is never easy. I know, been there, done that way too many times. But I'm smart enough now to see it when it comes and to pass on this kind of logic, if it at all is good logic, because who's gonna pan out better than this? He's still, and by the way, when it comes to going to breakfast and lunch and stuff like that, that's all it is. Breakfast, lunch. She wants someone to hang out with. Yes, it's understood that they're just friends, but um, I think I left out something though. Um, they talked about getting together. They it's like, how can I put it? It's like when I said I have a girlfriend. She's my girlfriend, but I'm not her boyfriend. Okay. And everybody was wondering who this person was, who this person was. Well, Jermaine was going to be here tonight to ask that question. But before he gets here to ask that question, I will answer it. Um, it was a figment of my imagination. I thought it was someplace it wasn't. My bad. Um, who it was isn't important at this point. The point is that we are just friends, and I understand that, and that's why I can pass this logic on um, to the person watching. You know, stepping away from relationship is never easy if you call that a relationship. I really don't call it a relationship. It's better for him than for you. And if you don't feel you're getting anything out of it, the best thing to do is to walk away. Staying is not going to help anyone but yourself. I keep forgetting that I'm on a time delay here with Facebook because I'm looking at Facebook here on my phone and I got YouTube down here on my laptop. And I got my other laptop over here. So I'm able to kind of like look and see what people are saying and trying to understand it. So just bear with me a little bit while still get this together. Okay. Like I said, streaming to you live on Facebook. Eventually, I'm going to be going all the way over to YouTube, and I'll tell you guys that why in a few more weeks to come. Also, there will be an additional show that I'm thinking of adding on Sunday evenings around maybe 6 to 7, 6:30 to 7 by a half hour. It's going to be a dedicated show of love and romance. So I'm going with some of the classic love songs of yesterday. Brings back some memories, and that'll be an opportunity for you guys to sit back on maybe Sundays when you're getting ready to iron your kids' clothes for the week or getting ready to iron your clothes for the week. Sit back and listen to some classic music, and it'll only be on YouTube. It won't be on Facebook on Sunday nights. Okay, so just to let you know, you'll be able to catch me on YouTube. But any advice that you can give this young lady out there? She is watching, and let's see what they say. So you think they can? Oh, okay. We're gonna go back a little bit. Joyce's accent. So you think that we were talking about the two missing firemen out at sea? Um, so you think that they were no? Personally, Joyce, in regards to that, I don't think they were murdered. I think they just took off. Something's going on there, and the police is only going to tell the media but so much, and which is going to tell us we're not going to find out everything until later on. No, I don't think they were murdered. I think they took off. Who is going to go out there knowing a storm is coming? Okay, we're here in Florida. Hurricanes. This is hurricane season down here. You have you're not going to go out there not knowing that a storm is coming. You're just not going to do that. At least I wouldn't. Okay. Um, Thank you, Mercedes. I love you too. Joyce once again is saying, yes, she should pull back. Now, I'm going to talk to her. I'm actually she called me earlier today, and I did answer the phone because I wanted her to watch the show. I highly suggest that she pull back. Um, I think is the best thing, and pulling back is not easy. It isn't, especially when you're involved. But like I said, you have to think about your self worth also. This person don't see you the same way. Basically, you're wasting your time. We got here Mercedes. She should just let him go. Easy fix. Ooh, yeah. But how easy was it when you was in love to let somebody just go like that? Now, after you've been burnt a few times, like maybe I shouldn't use the word burnt. Um, Disappointed a few times, like I have been. Yes, letting go gets easier and easier. Uh, there's probably less crap I'll take from a person. Now, my patience just shot. It doesn't mean I won't give a person the benefit of the doubt. But if they're clearly showing me, I mean, you'd rather be with your friends than to be with someone that you claim you care about and you have love for also. But the thing is, you were done with your friends. You were done with your friends. You was on your way home, and all she did was actually to swing by. It's like 9:15 at night, and he's making excuses. He don't have to be at work till 10. She don't have to be at work till 7. She just wanted him there, and she couldn't get that. Joyce Johnson, can you? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I see your comments. I can pull back very easy. It doesn't take much anymore. You can only push a person but so far before they snap. Now, with this being said, it moves on to the next subject I was going to talk about. And that's when people are dropping hints, why we don't pick up on it. Why do we, you know, I, yeah, I'm trying not to be disrespectful. Why do we slam our heads against the wall when it's clearly there that people don't want to be bothered with us? And they drop hits, subtle hits, but they drop them. Okay. And a lot of times they do that just to see what your reaction is going to be, and then they play it from there. Okay. A couple of weeks ago, someone said something to me that I it kind of pissed me off, but I didn't show it because I didn't understand why that even came up. It just came up out of the blue. Just having a regular conversation, and bam, she says something to me that, like, why would you even say that? Were you being funny? I didn't take it as that. I've always been one to tell people, you better listen to these hints people send to you. You better listen to them because a lot of times they're telling you things, and especially women, you guys are good for that. You guys will drop hints after hints after hints after hints after hints, and we guys are so fickle. We don't want to believe it. It's not that we don't see it or hear it. We just don't want to believe it until it comes down to where you guys just have to be blatantly honest with us. And then when you say it, we get offended. But the thing is, you've been saying it all along. You guys be quick to tell us that too. I've been trying to tell you. I've been trying to tell you. You drop in subtle, subtle hints. Listen to these hints and take these people serious to let them know you're nothing to be played with when it comes to your feelings or emotions. So when you start saying things, I'm going to listen. People say something to me, I listen. Now, what she said isn't important. I mean, it was not important enough for me to repeat, but it did rub me the wrong way. I didn't respond because I knew at that point, okay, you're telling me something and you playing it off like it's a joke, but it wasn't a joke. I know what you're saying, so I'm going to roll with it, and that I did. I responded back, if that's what you want, baby, you got it. I ain't gonna fight you for it. That's what you said. Oh, okay. Oh, I was just kidding. I was just playing. Okay, but you're gonna learn you don't play with a grown people. Not like that, And I'm sure you guys have either in a nice way, because you women try to be nice sometimes, and that's what the hints are about. Trying to let somebody down easy, and it's not always easy to let people down because they just don't get it, and then it has to come out nasty. And it may happen to you where you get wrapped up into someone. You get wrapped up into someone, and they're throwing you hints, and you're not picking up on it. When you pick up on it, it's always after the fact. You know, we're gonna sit back um, on our bed, looking at the ceiling, and now we're seeing it all. Where it was always there to begin with. Take these people serious when they're starting to say certain things. I'm speaking to a lot of people out there because I hear it a lot. Oh, I don't think he meant it. Yes, he did. Oh, I don't think she meant it. Oh, yes, she did. You know, the more you keep being in denial, what's really happening right in front of your face, the more you're going to get walked over. And in the long run, you're going to get hurt the worst. And these little hints that they be dropping, pick up on it. All right. We most of us here we're 60, 70 babies, grew up there. We're 80s, we're in our 40s, 50s, okay, some in our 60s. We ain't got time to be playing that. But I see the game being played on a daily basis and people putting up with it. And every time I do that, I sit back and I listen to my friends talk about some of the things they've been through and some of the things they're going through, and I say, damn, whew, man, I'm so glad I'm single. Because that's the kind of stuff I just cannot put up with. And I don't want none of my friends to put up with either. None of them. Yes, Joyce, I do see your comments. Read between the lines. Kidding like hell. Yeah, really. Look, because if you haven't done it, you had it done to you. Believe it. And you can sit back and say it now. I'm not embarrassed at all. I remember someone said to me, and tried to play it off, but I knew she was serious. She said, I'm I'm living on borrowed time. Now I didn't think she meant to kill me or anything like that, but she meant our relationship was on I was on borrowed time in the relationship. Okay. And she sort of smirked it after she said it. But you know what I did? I smirked right back at her. Okay. Yeah. You said it once. Okay. That's telling me I need to get my ass in gear to start getting away from you. Because if anybody says that to me once, they'll say it twice. They'll get comfortable saying it. You on borrowed time. What you think? I'm gonna jump? I'm gonna be a little puppy dog? No, I'm getting away from you. Because if you're supposed to care about me, love me, you shouldn't be talking to me like that. Yes, it does. Okay, Joyce is saying again, you have to think about what that person does for you. Uh, w- I think I may be a little bit ahead of where you're at, Joyce. What do you mean? You have to think about what that person does for you. You mean, yeah, you gotta explain that one to me because I'm a little lost. Yes, Joyce, I do see you on YouTube also. That's what I'm reading your comments on right now. Thank you everyone for going into YouTube. And hit that subscribe button also because it's getting better. It's getting better. And I check some of the feeds during the week. How many people just starting to log on just to look at me? It's small, but it's getting there. It's getting there. It's going to take a little bit more. And what that person does. Okay, Joyce, are you saying what they do? I'm still a little confused. What they do for you, um, because that's a whole nother issue. Because really, there's really nothing anything any woman can do for me except give me companionship. Okay, I work, I pay my bills just like she works and pay her own bills. Basically, putting away the physical is companionship when we start getting a certain age that we want. Yes, the physical is nice. It is very nice, but the companionship is where we should be at this point. At least where I'm at 52 years old. Okay, I think all right. Now all the physical will come, and I think we concentrate too much on that. Still concentrate too much on the physical rather than having somebody we can be with and grow with. Wow, did I just say something that I know a lot of people like? Yeah, right. What I said something to I think Jermaine. I said it to him last week. I said with the way my luck is going, it's almost I'm destined to be by myself. Okay, and I'm okay with that. Now I do have people that may be interested in me, but look where they live: Fayetteville, Winston Salem, Georgia. You know, I'm here in Jacksonville, Florida, and no luck whatsoever. Okay, but that just seems the way it's going to wind up with me because I refuse to just settle for the crap that's out there. Now, with saying all this, I got another phone call from one of my exes, and me and her we talk maybe about every 5 months. No, no, no. Excuse me, every 5 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks. We'll call each other and kind of get into each other's business. What's going on in your relationship? She's in a relationship. Well, so she says, and I'm not even sure about that relationship because how you live in the same town with someone, you're 25 minutes away from each other, and you see each other once every 3 weeks. Well, there was a few mistakes that my friend X made along the line, and I kind of told her about it. Um, she says that he doesn't want to come and spend the night at her house because she let her daughter and her daughter's husband and kids move back in for whatever reason to help get them back on their feet. But I said to her, I said, but you get home like 9 o'clock at night. What else is there to do but to take a shower and go to bed? Um, he wants to sit in the living room and watch TV all night. He could do that because the kids are in their rooms, so nobody's bothering him. So I said, so why don't you go over there and spend time over there? Well, if he's not going to spend time over here, I'm not going to spend time over here. Tick for tat. You believe I'm talking to grown people here? Really? And you call yourself having relationships? So about 8 months ago, she was telling me a scenario about something he was doing and the way he was acting, and I stopped her. I said, "Look, I'm just going to tell you straight up, he's cheating." No, I don't think he's cheating. I've everything she said he was doing, I have done, and I know other guys that have done it. He's cheating. Well, she's such a sweetheart that she could walk in, see him with his tongue down the woman's throat, and convince her that she didn't see that. It's not that she's naive. She just really believes in people are generally good. And I guess some people are generally good. But for what she was telling me, um, this he was cheating. And now the excuse is he doesn't want to come over because you got company over there that has their own room. Well, she did express to me a couple of years ago that she doesn't want to grow old alone. So I said to her, I said, but you're putting up with stuff that you shouldn't have to put up with. Why would you want to deal with stuff like that just because you don't want to be alone? I don't know anyone, at least at this age, and she's a little older than me. Nobody wants to grow old alone. Nobody wants to be alone. We all want that bond to find that special someone. But the amount of crap that some of them put up with, and I told her, I said, "You silly. You said I love you, but you silly. That is not how it should be. He's supposed to be with you. You're supposed to be with him." And at some point, they were talking about getting engaged and getting married. And I was all happy for her, but she's, well, you know what? She's doing the right thing by not. Um, Probably be the worst mistake she could ever make. Joyce John says, "I'm very sensitive. I pick up on everything, and you should." But Joyce, do you react and respond when you pick up on things? Do you let them know that you picked up on it, or are you kind of like me? Because you could say something to me that I know what you're getting at, but I probably won't say nothing, and my facial expression wouldn't change. Um, you just have to be straight. Mercedes, you too handsome to be by yourself. Thank you, Mercedes. I love you too so much. If you think if you think it, she will come. Wait. Yeah, well, I'm not able to see you on YouTube. You on YouTube. I'm on there, Hollywood. Um, she doesn't know her worth. And yeah, you know what? I really should have said that to her, and I didn't because no one should put up with that. And you know, the thing is, when people ask me for my opinion and I tell them my opinion or, what should I do? 9 out of 10 times, some of them actually do it. Does it work out for them? Sometimes it does. I mean, it really depends. It really depends. It depends on you because a lot of times you have to be strong enough to walk away and stay away. A lot of times you have to be strong enough to shut your mouth and don't say nothing. Let them have it. Let them have it. Okay? Because if they think you're getting over on them, here's the good part about it. And this is the part I like so much. If they think that they're getting over on you, they will continue to start making mistakes. They get comfortable. And I always said, give a person enough time. Oh, they'll show themselves. They'll show who they really are. So when you're sitting in there thinking about, oh man, is he the right one or is she the right one? Don't worry about it. Oh, should I give my all? Give your, be who you are. Okay? Because eventually they're going to be who they are and they're going to show you exactly, what they're about. You could be the most loving and giving and caring person around and get stepped on. But you know what? I'm here to say because I'm surprised I ain't got footprints all over my body. Okay? Don't take it out on the next person that you get with because they don't deserve it. All right? But you will be more alert and aware of the crap that's coming towards you. Because believe me, it's going to come again and again and again. As long as you're living, as long as you're out there hoping to find someone and be with someone, you're going to meet some of the most scandalous people out there. Believe it. I have. I meet the ones that say, they'll put things on like the dating website that I go on every now and again. Oh, looks isn't everything. I want substance. I want a man who's going to be there. I want this and I want that. Oh, listen, stop lying because everything a person puts on their profile is just words. When you look at their profile, the first thing you see is physical. I said this before and I'll say it again. Stop with the nonsense. You look at physical first. And then you might go into their profile and see what they're talking about. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to look at the physical. Are they tall enough, dark enough? Okay. People lie. Give them an opportunity to show themselves. But don't you be any less of a person than you are because you're not giving them a fair shot. Now, both of you guys go into the relationship waiting to see um, who's going to mess up first. I like to see that. That would be kind of funny because you guys are going to battle each other down. And still waiting here for my boy JB. He should be here in a few minutes, I guess. We're going to take a little break. The maestro, Barry White. Hey, this is old school all the time. You're hanging with your boy, Uncle Herman. We are living large on Friday night. Oh, you know what? 2 more weeks. Schools up north go back after Labor Day. We back in school down here in the South. And I know some of the people are so glad of that. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Thank you very much. Those of you on Facebook um, can't see what's being said here on YouTube. I just got a text here saying, "Did I get rejected a lot because of my looks, and now that I'm rating?" No, actually, well, I really never got rejected because of my looks. I got rejected because a lot because of my height. I'm only 5'6", 6.5", somewhere around there. And most women want some guy 6 feet and better, and they put it. And if you want to call it rejection, a lot of rejection has come on that the dating website. The dating website is plenty of fish. Um, Personally, I think 99% of them on there are lying anyway. If you look at what they're saying and everything, they're lying. They're lying. A lot of them are. I've caught them in lies, but no. Um, Probably on Brilliant Fish is because of my looks. I don't meet that standard, and I'm all right with that. I am. Back in the day, it might have upset me, but you know, you learn to deal with rejection and just move on. It's not that big a deal anymore. I kind of expect it, so it becomes like a running joke for me now. So I don't mind being single. You know, I not all the time. It's not always fun, but on the dating website, to answer your question, probably is my looks, and probably because I'm a little bit too real for them, and they're not used to anybody being real, you know, and various reasons nobody even came out and just said, "Hey, you just ugly," and okay, well, that's your opinion. That's all right. Um, Joy says, "I don't want to be alone, but I will not put up with BS. Um, don't ask me. I will tell you the truth." Eh, And of course, give me saying that I'm giving good advice. I try to give as much good advice. The only problem with me giving advice, sometimes I don't take my own advice. And how sad is that? You know, I can sit here and tell people what to do, and I will do the exact opposite. And in helping them out, I'm not listening to myself and helping myself out, and wind up, just really damaging myself. And that's probably why um I'm in the mood that I'm now. I don't always take my own advice. And if I did, it would have saved me a lot of time. Now, I don't like to think of myself as cutthroat. I don't believe I'm cutthroat. I just I just don't deal with it. I just don't deal with it. And why should I? There's no absolutely no reason why I should have to deal with it, or you should have to deal with it. Okay? But now here's the question. How much time do you give someone? This is actually an unfair question to ask. Okay, how much time do you give someone when you get together with them to get over the ex? Like, I'm gonna tell you something. I've met a lot because I'm a real passive guy. I refuse to argue a whole lot. I'll just turn and walk away before I get into a verbal debate with you. If someone that you're with still tells you that, excuse me, they're in love with their ex, or they love, maybe not in love, let me not say that, love their ex, um, how long would you put up with something like that? Would you continue to date them, or would you tell them, listen, hey, look, when you get over him, when you get over her, look me up, but right now I can't be a part of that? The reason I ask is because I've had that happen to me. They say it's a difference about being in love with somebody and loving somebody. Either way it goes, it doesn't make the other person feel good. And you and this person getting together, and you're going to tell them that you still have feelings for your ex, but you want to hang in there. You want to give them the BOD. You want them to be that person. but how long would you give them? And I kind of feel that's an unfair question because you shouldn't put a time limit on things. But in a sense, putting a time limit on it means that you're not wasting your time, your valuable time, and when you could be moving on to something better. I believe now my computer over here on the side where I was looking at you guys on Facebook has crashed on me again. Um, this is unbelievable. So let me see. Hold on a second. I got to go up here. Okay. Well, no, no. Okay. So if you guys try saying something on Facebook, I am not able to see nothing. This is unbelievable. About to get another new computer. Things costing me some money. I ain't bringing no money in. But hey, everyone, hit that follow button, hit that share button. Tell your friends, tell your coworkers, tell people you don't even like. Maybe you'll become friends there. That on Friday night, here's where you need to be. Bridget, yeah, you must get over the ex first. So, Bridget, hypothetically speaking, me and you decide we're going to try to make a go at a relationship. And you say, well, John, who you just broke up with 2 months ago, you still have feelings for him. Would you want me to understand and still be there and wait, or would you tell me that look until I get over him, push me to the side, and don't call me, I'll call you type thing? What would you do? What would you tell me? That's what I want to know. Or would you want me to walk away from you? See, somebody out there is dealing with it right now and probably don't know how to deal with it. And if so, how much time do you think a person needs? Now that's unfair because we don't know how much time it takes people to get over an ex. Okay. But let me tell you this much. The key to getting over an ex, here's the key. It may not make it feel any better, but it will help. The key to getting over an ex is to accept that it's over. Once you accept that that relationship is over, it may not make it that much easier. You may not cry 5 nights. You may only cry 3 nights. But acceptance is what you have to do. When we sit there and I can't believe it. I can't believe she broke up with me. I can't believe this has happened to me. After all we've been through, after all I've done for her and all this kind of stuff. Dude, accept it. It's not going to make it easier, but it will make you stronger and possibly you can get over it faster. I've been there where I sat there in the mirror and I'm like, I can't believe this. I can't believe. No, she don't mean it. She don't mean it. No, she's just talking. She's just talking. Bro, she means it. Sweetie, he means it. And the longer you sit there thinking he's going to call, okay, or you go to pick up that phone and go to dial the number and then put it down because you don't want to seem weak or whatever, accept it. Accept it. No, it's not going to make the hurt go away. You're still going to hurt. But it will. Trust me on this one. Trust me on this one. Trust your Uncle Herman. Don't trust no lawyer, no judge, no cop, no nobody. You trust your Uncle Herman on this one. It will make it easy. My last real relationship that I was in, when it was over, I accepted it so fast it wasn't even funny. even I was surprised. Because of all the things that was transpiring, I had no choice but to accept it. And when I was able to accept it, believe it, I moved on very quickly. But the longer I sat there thinking about things, guys, we sit there thinking, especially if she leaves you for somebody else, we sit there thinking, oh, what are they doing? What are they doing? It's 10 o'clock at night. They're in bed together. Is she loving him the way she used to love me? And things like that. And females, y'all be sitting there. Is he buying her things the way he used to buy me? Is he doing this? Don't worry about that. Okay? He ain't doing it for you no more. What you worrying about it for? He's doing it for somebody else. Dude, what you worrying about what she's doing in bed with that guy? She ain't doing it with you no more. Okay? And I've said it for years too to people. You have got to accept what's put in front of you, right in your face. If it's put in your face, you keep doing all this going around it, dude and ladies, you'll never get over it. Mercedes has something to say. Love and in love is different. I still love my ex, but in a different way. He has a lady friend, and I have a friend. My ex-husband, we get along better. Would you, Mercedes? Would you tell your friend that you still love your ex? Would you actually tell him that? Bridget, yes, if I still have feelings for him, I would ask you to wait. Okay, thank you, Bridget. And I'm gonna believe you being truthful with me on that too. Me, I ain't gonna sit and lie. No, you know, I could still care about this person on the side, but I probably wouldn't tell nobody that. No, no. Why? I have no idea. Because you know what? I think if I told somebody that, and this is my opinion, if I told, like, for instance, Bridget, I told her something like that, me and this other person more than likely is not going to get back together. But then I take the risk of losing Bridget for good. And I'm not a gambling person like that. I'm not going to take that risk. I'm not. So I probably would downplay my feelings um, for my ex if I actually did have feelings for them. But for me now, no, no. You see, and I guess that's why I think somebody up here said, um, "Oh, uh, Miss Greet, okay, um, that I'm rating." Um, I'm just a lot more direct now. I'm just a lot more direct, because I can accept things a lot easier now, a lot quicker in my life. The longer, in fact, my first real relationship, I couldn't accept the fact, and I'm speaking from experience, I couldn't accept the fact that she wanted to be with somebody else. I could not accept it. I didn't want to accept it. I made up every excuse in the world that me and her will get back together. That this was, and it was just a fling, but I couldn't accept it after all we've been through and everything. And I've been through all them roller coaster emotions. Nah, bro, had to accept it. The, the, the fact of the matter was, she wanted to be with somebody else. She wanted to go. And that old saying, nobody takes your significant other from you. They would have to want to go. Okay, they want to go. The last one wanted to go. There's nothing I can do about it. See, I'm very easy that way. I know when there's nothing I can do about it. And when there's nothing you can do about it, and that leads into something I talked about over a year ago. We always want to be in control of everything. We want that control. We do. But some things are out of our control. And that's when you say, this is out of my control. I can't change this. I can't stop her from being with him. I can't stop him from being with her. These are things you cannot do. You can try to buy him. You go broke. You can try stalking him. Then you're going to probably get a charge against you. All right. The best thing to do is just leave it alone. I remember my first true love. I can say this, my first true love. Oh, she hurt me real bad. I can honestly say, and it happened. She broke up with me 2 weeks before Christmas. 2 weeks before Christmas. And that was hard for me being young and everything, and all these emotions. This thing called love that I didn't know what it was all about. You know, I mean, yeah, she could have broke up with me after Christmas. Oh, at least she could have told me that she was, unhappy and she was wanting to break up. I could have saved my money. Broke trifling heifer, you. I mean, maybe spend my money, give her a gift. Did I give her that gift about it? I still gave her the gift, by the way, and she didn't do no good. Didn't do no good. So my people out there, don't don't fight what's inevitable. What's inevitable? What they say, what's for you is going to be for you. And someone said to me that old saying, and I don't agree with it. But I'm going to tell you what was told to me. Don't force it to happen. Let it happen. I don't always agree with that. Okay? Because you got to get out there and make things happen. You got to. You expect someone to knock on that door and offer you whatever, the dream job, the dream car. No, you gotta go out there and get it. So it's not always, oh, just let it happen. Let nature take its course. Oh, that's bull crap. No, I'm gonna go out there and get it. I'm gonna try to make it happen. Now you can either accept it or not. But I'm not gonna sit back waiting for it to happen. Who sits back and waits for something to happen? Who does that anymore? All right? No, nobody does that anymore. You'll be sitting waiting for days. Okay? I tried that. Okay? I've been single almost 3 years. I'm still waiting for someone to knock on that door and say, hey, here I am. It ain't happening. So I got to get out there and try and find somebody. It ain't going to happen with me just sitting in this apartment. It's safer. It really is. But it's not going to happen like that. So here's what we have learned tonight. One, the minute you accept what's happening in a relationship, whether it's going to go bad, and it has gone bad, and the breakup is inevitable, trust me, you will get over that hump a lot faster. You will. Second thing is, see the signs. And I had an old saying that I used to close out with when I first started the show almost 2 years ago. See things and see people for who they are, not for who you want them to be. Okay, because the longer you sit and see them the way you want to see them, you're getting the short end of the stick because you're not seeing what's right in front of you, in your face, so to speak. See people for who they are. Okay? If a person wants to be bothered with you, they will. If they want a relationship with you, they'll have that. If they want to spend time with you, they will. I see it for what it is. If you want to be with me, you've been knocking on that door, ringing his phone. Hey, what you doing tonight? You mind if I slide through and just hang out for a couple of hours with you? I was thinking about you. Okay? I don't get that. So if I'm not going to get it, and then the thing about it is when you put yourself out there and you invite them into your world and all you get is smacked down, how many times you going to keep getting smacked down? How many? You know, even the scariest dog backed up in the corner is going to come out biting. Okay? You get tired of it after a while. But with all that being said, please, balance yourself, judge yourself, give a person a chance. I got the Serious BS meter. It goes up real quick. Okay? And like I said, that's why I'm single now. But see, may not be single for long because you know what? Last week, little promo I did Saturday night, I was at JB's house and had a couple of single women over there. And I was like picking them out. Nah, nobody paying me no mind. Anyway, so hey, you guys see it for what it is. Don't hold back. Be yourself. If they don't appreciate it, move on. Because you know what? There's somebody out there who will appreciate it. If you reach out to someone, hey, they seem like they're interested, you want to spend some time with them and they're not, being receptive to it, leave them alone. Treat it for what it is. Like I told her, I said, he sees you as a friend. Treat him like he's a friend. But it's hard. It's hard because I really feel for, yeah, I understand that. Trust me, I do. I don't want no one to think I'm being ignorant to a person's hardship. Okay? But I'm a realist. And being real is if they wanted to be with you, if they want to spend time with you. When this dude was on his way home, he would have swung through. You asked him. Okay? Doesn't mean you have to lay in the bed with him. Hey, he could have fell asleep on the couch if he wanted to. That's what it's all about. If a person wants to be bothered with you. That's how I see it. And that's just my opinion. Doesn't mean it's gospel. This is your boy Uncle Herman. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for taking time out of your Friday to spend with me, old school, all the time. Representing Duval County, Jacksonville, this is your boy. I'm making my way on out the door. I wish you guys a safe weekend. Enjoy, have fun, do all the things that you're gonna do safely though. Because you know what? I want to see you back here next Friday, 7 o'clock. YouTube, Facebook. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, YouTube. I'm out of here. Hey, you guys enjoy. Old school all the time. Kool and the Gang back in 1973. I'm gone.